Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker, and may I thank the Foreign Secretary very much for his courtesy over recent months and for his support for the Independent Commission on Aid Impact, which is extremely welcome, and for his kind comments about Lady Sugg, who was a brilliant development minister. And I hope everyone in the House will read her principled and moving resignation letter, which she released yesterday. My right honourable friend and I both know that seen from the Biden White House, this is a dismal start to our G7 chairmanship. And as the former Prime Minister said yesterday, the point 7 is a promise that we as Tories do not need to break. And he knows, does he not, that taking a further 30% out of the development budget will drive a horse and cart through many of the plans that the British government has so strongly supported for eliminating poverty. It will withdraw access to family planning and contraception for more than 7 million women, with all the misery that that will entail. 100,000 children will die from preventable diseases. 2 million, mainly children, will suffer much more steeply as a result of these changes from malnutrition and starvation. And in spite of what he says, which is extremely welcome, about prioritising girls' education, on the existing plans, probably 1 million girls will not be able to go to school. Madam Deputy Speaker, I hope you will bear in mind that these figures, these reductions, make little difference to us in the United Kingdom, but they make a massive difference to them.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. Can I pay tribute to my right honourable friend? He was a fantastic Development Secretary. We've talked at length since our time in opposition about these issues, and I will continue to do so. He mentioned a number of points. First of all, just on he read out some statistics. With respect, I don't think it's possible to say with the precision that he did about the implications, because we're not going to take a salami slicing approach of just saying, well, we're going to cut a third from all areas of ODA. That is not what we're going to do. We're going to take a strategic approach. We'll safeguard those areas that we regard as an absolute priority, including many of the things that he mentioned, particularly on public health and international public health, alongside COVID, alongside climate change and girls' education. He talked about IKI. As he knows, I'm committed to reinforcing the role of IKI. We welcome the transparency and the scrutiny. And finally, he talked about the US. I have to say respectfully, I disagree. At 0.5% next year, we'll still be spending a greater proportion of GNI than the US, and I think actually they will welcome, given the widespread cross-party concerns they have around defence spending within the European context, they welcome the fact that we're increasing our security and defence budget.